We're following up on yesterday's close call at Reagan National Airport where two planes nearly collided. Here's a live look at National right now where things are moving pretty smoothly at this hour. The FAA says a Southwest Airlines plane was cleared into the path of a JetBlue plane starting its takeoff roll. Air traffic controllers caught that mistake just seconds before disaster. Our Matt Gregory is live at Gravely Point. Matt, what's the latest tonight from the FAA? What are they telling us?
Yeah, well, we know from speaking with the FAA that they're going to be going into their investigation, and from experts we talked to, they'll be looking at that conflicting information between a taxiing and a takeoff that almost led to a catastrophe. At the same time, we talked to Virginia lawmakers who say yesterday's near disaster, the near miss, is more evidence that Reagan cannot support more flights. Tonight, new fallout from that frantic audio.
Stop, Southwest 2937, stop.
Air traffic controllers watching what played out on one of Reagan's runways Thursday. A Southwest flight cleared to taxi across a runway that a JetBlue flight had started its takeoff from.
We stopped. We were cleared to cross runway 4.
And we stopped. Thank goodness no accident occurred.
Henry Hardevelt, an airline industry analyst, says the FAA investigation into the near miss has just begun. But a central part of their focus will be on the communication between the air traffic control crews.
The JetBlue flight, which was on the runway, was given clearance to take off by the control tower. The ground controller gave the Southwest aircraft permission to taxi, not realizing that it would put that plane in conflict.
Hardevelt says a near miss just like this happened at Reagan almost a year ago, and he points out some of Reagan and its runways were built in the 1930s.
The way airports were designed then are very different than they are designed now. Today, airports are designed so runways don't intersect.
The problem with this is that the main runway at DCA is the busiest runway in the United States.
Virginia Senator Tim Kaine says despite that, members of Congress have advocated for adding more flights to Reagan when the FAA bill goes up for reauthorization this May.
Yesterday demonstrated that there's already a significant problem with congestion and delay, and that then verges into potential problems with safety.
A reauthorization with the potential to have a big impact at DCA Reagan while the FAA investigates the latest near miss. Yeah, that reauthorization of the FAA bill, that reauthorization will be coming up on May 10th. You heard Tim Kaine say, the senator, he says he and his fellow Virginia and Maryland senators will also fight added flights here to Reagan National. In the meantime, at Gravely Point, I'm Matt Gregory, WUSA 9.
Just seconds away from hundreds of lives being changed forever. All right, Matt, thank you.